Hi everybody, Mr. Politics here, and welcome to another video. Another clown show ends. What am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about the end of the Conservative Party's conference on Wednesday, where they promised so much, didn't they? Kemi Badenoch promised to end stamp duty. I mean, and you've had Robert Jenrick waffling on about how the Tories going to fight to win every vote. Oh, and somehow by some miracle, I'm hoping to form the next government. Being government again, well, I'm sorry to say it's not going to happen. If Jimmy Badenoch thinks that by announcing scrapping of stamp duty, he's going to win the voters back, well, it's not going to happen. I mean, now they're in opposition, they're going to promise to do this and promise to do that. Same as Labour. When Labour were in opposition, they did exactly the same thing, didn't they? I mean, I'm afraid to say it's not going to win the voters over. I think Jimmy Badenoch is going to have a shock when the next poll, how the how the voters think of the Tory conference went. I'm afraid she's in for a shock, and it's not going to be very nice, is it? What she sees. I'm afraid to say the Tory party are doomed to be, well, no more. The way they run the country for 14 years, I mean, they all they did was lied, keep changing their leader every 5 minutes. We had a different prime minister, didn't we? We were having a different prime minister all the while. The unseen forces of the Tory party, they weren't happy with their leader, whoever was prime minister at the time. They started sending their letters in to the 1922 committee, demanding that whoever was leader of the Tories at the time wanted them gone. I mean, people are saying that they will never bring themselves to vote Conservative again. Well, I won't. Last time I voted for the Conservatives was in 2019, the 2019 general election. And I said then, after that, I will never vote for the Tories again. And I haven't. I never will vote for them again, the way things are going. I mean, Kemi Badenoch is deluding herself into thinking that from the next election, the Tories will, by some miracle, win the election, which they won't. People are, I mean, people have got long memories, and they won't forget what the Tories did to everybody in 14 years. I mean, they'll never be forgiven. And I'm afraid to say we shall never see another Tory government again for a long while, unless the Tories can prove that they are trustworthy again and they're ready to form a government again, and the voters are ready to vote for them again. I mean, the way Labour are going, there might not be a Labour government after the next election. The way Starmer's going at the moment. I mean, you've only got to look at COVID. Look at the lockdowns we were in. I mean, how it disrupted people's lives. I mean, we couldn't visit family of see family, or it's an elderly relative who was in hospital. We couldn't, or somebody who was caught COVID and they was in hospital. We couldn't. Nobody could go and see them. And even then, if you wanted to see a relative or an elderly, or even your parents, you had to talk through them through a window. You couldn't enter the house, could you? I mean, I think Boris got received bad advice on that. I mean, I don't know who came up with the 2 metre rule to stand 2 metres apart from people when you went into a supermarket. Who come up with that daft idea? Probably some nutty professor, or some not. It was probably some nutty professor who was a lockdown fanatic. I mean, we come out of one lockdown and we was in before we knew where we was. We was in another one, wasn't we? I mean, I mean, we had a one year we had a terrible Christmas, didn't we? Nobody could go and see anybody. You know, we had to stay in our homes. We had a rotten Christmas one year, thanks to Boris, who was receiving bad advice from, like I've just said, from these nutty professors, these lockdown fanatics. I mean, you've only got to look at the media. They went along with their government lies. They told the government line, didn't they? I mean, you had Sky News, Kay Burley. She was a lockdown fanatic. She was uh, she was wanting to lockdown order, an order lockdown. Starmer was the same. He said he wanted an order lockdown. God help us if another pandemic comes along by some Starmer's still prime minister. Then we shall never be out of a lockdown. We shall be virtual prisoners in our homes. We won't be able to go anywhere. Because they know what a dictator Starmer is. It's power mad, isn't it? But like I've said, I will never vote for the Tories again. Well, that's the end of this video. Mr. Politics here signing off. And remember, don't believe the lies.